The sun will shine on those who stand before it shines on those who kneel under them. A bird will always use another bird's feathers to feather its own nest. Even the best cooking pot will not produce food. You must attend to your business with the vendor in the market, and not to the noise of the market. You cannot climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets. A camel does not laugh at the crookedness of another camel's neck. If you close your eyes to facts, you will learn through accidents. Rain does not fall on one roof alone. The one who chases 2 rats will catch none. He who learns, teaches. Do not call the forest that shelters you a jungle. The wealth of a man is in his knowledge and not in his money. The cow that has no tail, God gives longer flies. A child who asks questions does not become a fool. A dog does not bark at a sleeping lion. He who is being carried does not realize how far the town is. A chattering bird builds no nest. A cockroach can't start a fire in a chicken coop. A crocodile cannot run away from its fate. A dog that intends to bite does not growl. A fool and water will go the way they are diverted. A ghost doesn't cry. A large chair does not make a king. A leopard does not change his spots. A man who uses force is afraid of reasoning. A rolling stone gathers no moss. A spider's cobweb isn't only its sleeping spring but also its food trap. A stitch in time saves 9. A whistle can't call the sun. An empty stomach is not a good political advisor. Better little than too little. Every dog is brave on his own doorstep. Every goat has its own song. Fear of a danger is 10,000 times more terrifying than the danger itself. Hunger is felt by a slave and hunger is felt by a king. If a blind man says he will throw a stone at you, he probably has his foot on one. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. It is the calm and silent water that drowns a man. Love never gets lost, it's only kept. Many hands make light work. No matter how full the river, it still wants to grow. Not every dog that barks bites. One camel does not make fun of the other camel's hump. One falsehood spoils 1,000 truths. The forest not only hides man's enemies, but it's full of man's medicine, healing, and food. The lion does not turn around when a small dog barks. The most beautiful fig may contain a worm. The person you speak to today could be the person you need tomorrow. The best way to eat an elephant in your path is to cut him up into little pieces. When there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. When the mouse laughs at the cat, there is a hole nearby. When the roots of a tree begin to decay, it spreads death to the branches. When you follow in the path of your father, you learn to walk like him. You cannot build a house for last year's summer. You cannot convince a monkey that honey is sweeter than a banana. You cannot tell a hungry child that you gave him food yesterday. You should never rely on the glory of the morning to predict the weather for the entire day. You should not hoard your words, you should allow them to flow freely. The man who marries a beautiful woman and the farmer who grows corn by the roadside have the same problem. The man who waits for a perfect opportunity will wait forever. The pot that was broken by the cold should not argue with the potter. The water pot that is filled with water is not worried by the rain. There is no medicine to cure hatred. The words of the elders do not lock all the doors, they leave the right door open. Two ants do not fail to pull one grasshopper. When the moon is not full, the stars shine more brightly. You do not teach the paths of the forest to an old gorilla.